LDBC. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Boxing and MMA Show Live. Okay, guys, I'm going to respond to a question. Well, kind of a statement slash a question by, a guy that, I guess he's subbed to this channel. I'm not really sure. But, he's definitely a fan of Juliana Pena, and he's a Conor McGregor fan. So I'm like, oh, okay. Boy, this is going to kill two birds with one stone, isn't it? So he asked me, he said, Coach, do you think you ought to be making some of the comments about Juliana Pena? Because, Juliana Pena might see this and she might get mad. Well, here's my response to that. He said that Juliana Pena might get mad and start looking for me. And, I said, dude, are you serious? He's like, yeah, man. She's a fighter and she beat up a guy in the bar. Oh, mistake number one. Okay, listen. First of all, Juliana Pena, yeah, she has seen a few of my videos about her. And you seen Juliana Pena show up here. And let me tell you something, okay? I'm going to be honest with you, okay? I respect the fighting game, and I respect the time that these people, period, put into the fight game. But if you told me that Juliana Pena really was looking for me, I start laughing. Really? I'm sorry, man. Just the thought of it, First of all, oh Lord. First of all, the coach don't hit women, okay? He just don't. Oh, somebody finna get pulled over. Get him. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. That's what he get. But anyway, yeah, coach don't hit women, okay? That's just how it is, okay? Now, if I thought that she was trying to kill me or something, yeah, I would defend myself. But as far as like Juliana Pena, come on, coach, let's fight. Juliana, look, you need to go take your PG-13 channel home. That's what I would tell Juliana. Okay, I'm just being honest, okay? Now the coach wouldn't touch her. And then what would she do? Would she try to fight me with one arm? She only got one arm right now, buddy. I mean, shut up. Okay? She's doing rehab. Juliana Pena ain't looking for nobody and ain't gonna do nothing, okay? She ain't gonna do one thing. And first of all, I think I'll weigh about, 30 or 40 pounds. They make weight classes for a reason, folks. Listen, man. Like I said, I'm not against the game. Now, if you told me Cain Velasquez was looking for me, I would probably go find the biggest 2x4 I could and go crack Cain Velasquez upside the head if he tried something. I just would. I'm being honest. I would not fight Cain Velasquez toe-to-toe. Why would I do that? That's instant death. That dude could choke me out, break my arm, break my limbs. No. If you told me that Francis Ngannou was looking for me, I'd be like, hey, yeah, that's good. I would probably go find my bow and arrow. Folks, I'm just telling y'all the truth. I'm being real with y'all. Okay? I'm being straight up real with y'all. I would go and find my bow and arrow if Francis Ngannou was looking for the coach. I mean, I would. Why would I fight those guys toe to toe? Now, let's just say if I ain't have a bow and arrow, I ain't have a weapon. What would I do? See, guys, let me tell y'all something. Fighting on the street versus fighting inside of a gym in an octagon in a ring is different. Okay? Now, if y'all told me Conor McGregor was looking for me, I wouldn't be too worried. Matter of fact, yeah, he would beat me in a hand-to-hand combat. I'm sure he would. I'm pretty sure he would, okay? That's just how it is, okay? He's training, he's older. It's a whole lot of things. Yeah. Now, I wouldn't be afraid. I probably would take the butt with him, but I wouldn't be afraid. I wouldn't be afraid. I wouldn't even at least be worried about these are little people. Like, you got to think about it. Juliana Pena, these are little people. These flyweights, these 125 pounders, these dudes, they little, they midgets. And I know that they can probably crack. I wouldn't be afraid. I'm sorry. I just would. I mean, do you think, first of all, I'm a grown man. What grown man? Oh, I'm so scared. Juliana looking for me. Juliana looking for me. What am I going to do? No, shut up. Shut up. Nobody going to be afraid of no Juliana Pena. And the average person really ain't afraid of no Conor McGregor. I'm just trying to tell y'all. Okay? And I even have fighting experience. I got a fight background. But I know my skill sets can't equal no Conor McGregor. I'm not on that level. But see, let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all a story. Okay, I used to train with this guy. You know, he was a cool dude, man. Just, you know, a little aggressive at times, man. And they started asking me, I said, man, why are you so aggressive? Like, dude, like, what's your problem, man? Who took a piss on your cornflakes? And, you know, man, I don't like people challenging me. I said, man, the purpose of martial arts, dude, I said, is to have some restraint. That's the purpose. It's to have self-control. It's not to go out here and just beat people up. That's not it. You don't want to go and beat up people just because you think you can. And I used to tell him that, man. Like, hey, dude, somebody gonna crack you. So we was in the Smoothie King. I don't know if y'all got Smoothie Kings where you at, but we do. You know, I'm sitting back in the Smoothie King. You know, well, we about to go in one. And you know, this guy just jumped out of his car and ran in. You know, and he ran right by me and my buddy. And you know, I'm thinking he was trying to hurt me get in there. You know, no big deal. And my buddy was like, nah, man, he can't do that. He can't run past me like that. What? Is it against the law to run by you? Yeah, but he in my space. I said, man, come on, man. Dude didn't even see us there, man. And he really didn't. So we went inside the Smoothie King, man. And we were waiting. And so my buddy walked up to this guy and said, hey, man, you need to say excuse me, man. And the guy was like, oh, for what? I didn't do anything. He said, well, you ran right by me. He said, oh, I didn't feel myself touch anybody. And the guy was right. I was with the guy. Well, you still need to say excuse me. And the guy was like, no. And so, you know, my buddy started pushing him. I said, hey, man, come on, stop. Don't push this dude. He ain't done that. Nah, man, he gonna show me some honor. I said, there's no honor in this right here. I said, dude, you like a fool. Nah, man. And so the guy in line said, okay, let's take it outside. And my buddy was like, now, you got to be warned now. My hands are lethal weapons. He went through that whole spiel. I said, yeah, okay. So he went outside, man. And, you know, my buddy was touching this guy up, man, touching him up good. And so then all of a sudden I saw this dude, you know, just take an inhale breath. And I'm talking about, he spit the biggest spit in this guy's eye that I could pop. He spit in his eye. Like, man, and then, you know, my buddy was trying to get the spit out his eye. And that must have been some poisonous piss spit. Because, man, he was, man, you spit him out. Then that dude jumped all over him like a darn lion. I'm talking about jumped over, beat him up. Okay, then took out his keys and started, you know, stabbing him with the keys. And, you know, I'm sitting here like, man, look at this. Look at this. All he had to do was get his butt in line. I mean, this dude was beating him up. I'm talking about beating him down. Man, I ain't even stopped. I sat back and I said, that's what he get. I was saying that in my head. I said, hey, man, you got him, man. You got him. Come on, man. I was sitting back there laughing all the time. Because, man, you look, you shouldn't be using your martial arts skill set to mess with people. To impose your will on people like you're some type of, you know, legendary god. And the thing with some of you fans is that you treat these people like they're heroes, like they're superheroes, like they got inhuman strengths. No, these fighters, they're not immune to, and that PG-13 channel, whooping. They're not immune to it. In fact, they can get a butt whooping. I mean, it's just like, you know, you know, a guy, bigger guy, much bigger than me, you know, much bigger guy than me. Same thing, you know. My skill set still wasn't that great, but on the street, you know, he talking about, man, I understand all this karate, I understand judo. I said, okay, cool. I said, so what's up? Let's go. And so, you know, I knelt down. He said, oh, what you doing, praying? I said, no. He said, man, because prayer, God ain't going to stop this. Man, I took a handful of dirt, and I threw a handful of dirt right in his eye. And then I commenced to beating this dude 1 inch of his life. Let me tell you something. See, sometimes fighters, they can't underestimate. You can't underestimate the power of the street. And most of my fights happen on the street. Most of my fights ain't happening in some ring or in some MMA gym. Most of my fights happen on the street. I'm talking about squaring up. And there are no rules. You ain't got no referee, and you darn sure ain't telling nobody you tap out. No, on the street, no. It's kill or be killed. That's just how it is. So, I mean, you know, before these fighters, and you guys start saying that these fighters need to, you know, people would be afraid of these fighters if they can't. If a fighter came to see me, trust me, it's not going to be a pleasant experience. And they may win. They may get the beat down. They could beat Coach down. But I'm not going to make it easy. Because I'm going to use every bit of my environment to get the upper hand. See, this ain't, you know, love and war and fairness. No. It's a fight. And you do what you got to do to win. You're in survival mode. I know I'm in survival mode. Okay? If that time, I'm in survival mode. I'm not trying to fight fair for what? Please. There's no honor in fighting. There's no honor. No honor in a fight on the street. It's just not. I don't have any. I have zero. So yeah. So that's the answer to your question. We're not about to be worried about no darn Juliana Pena. I wouldn't be worried about no Conor McGregor. I wouldn't be worried about them dudes. Man, please. You guys tell me what you think. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done.